Hey, what's going on, everybody? Akeem here, and in today's fix of gaming news, coming up, if you had a hard time pre-ordering a Switch 2 last night, you weren't alone. And it looks like some of the upgraded Switch 2 versions of games will be more expensive than others. But luckily, a whole bunch of life-size Pokemon plushies are on the way to offer some emotional support. This is your daily fix. A handful of games for the original Nintendo Switch are getting an enhanced edition for Switch 2, which includes various improvements as well as new content. Now, anyone who already owns the last gen versions will be spared the hassle of buying the games all over again, but will be charged a fee for the upgrade. Now, we already knew that the upgraded versions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom would cost existing owners $10 each, which isn't terrible, but anyone who's hoping to do the same for Kirby and the Forgotten Land and Super Mario Party Jamboree can expect to pay twice that. Now, we don't have official confirmation on North America pricing, but the UK Nintendo eShop has the Kirby and Mario Party upgrades listed at twice the price of the Zelda one, so it'll likely follow suit here in the US. Now, in Nintendo's defense, the Zelda games have a number of technical improvements and some added features, but Kirby and the Forgotten Land features a whole new chunk of story content called Star-Crossed World, and Mario Party Jamboree has a whole set of mini games that take advantage of the Switch 2's new Joy-Con mouse controls, microphone, and support for a camera. So maybe it's kind of worth it? I don't know. So if anyone's frustrated at the thought of Switch 2 games costing $80, I guess the alternative is buying Switch 1 games for $60 and then paying $20 to upgrade them. It's not actually cheaper, but maybe the extra steps will distract you from the hit your wallet's taking. Now, next up, this isn't exactly news, but Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders here in North America were, to use the technical terminology, kind of just a show. Almost game over for some people. Now, 3 retailers went live with pre-orders at 9 p.m. Pacific or midnight Eastern time: Best Buy, Target, and Walmart. And attempting to snag a console from each of these retailers was a hassle in completely different ways. Now, Walmart put customers in a digital queue, some of whom were told their place in line and estimated wait time, while others were just told they were welcome to hang around and see if you can get one of these bad boys. But there was no guarantee they'd actually get a Switch 2. Now, some of those who stayed in line got to checkout only to be greeted with an error message or repeated demands to prove you are who you say you are and you're not a robot trying to rise up and get a Switch 2.
Who the f*** are you?
Now, I'm not an AI expert or anything, but I feel like maybe bots could figure how to get through this whole weird. Anyways, Target, meanwhile, didn't have any kind of queue system or apparent bot prevention and was basically out of stock from the jump. Or at least that's how it seemed at first. And then some people were able to add Switch 2s and successfully check out, but then got a cancellation order from Target a few minutes later. They literally said, "Psych!" Now, Best Buy's pre-orders went up like half an hour later, putting people in line to check out and sending out belated confirmation emails a while later. Now, let's switch over to GameStop. Now, GameStop's pre-orders went live earlier today. Obviously, a lot of people were able to successfully pre-order Nintendo Switch 2s, but the question is, how many of those were regular people? How many of those were even real people? How many of those were scalpers? Hopefully everyone's able to get one eventually. If you want one, I don't want one. And you know what? I guess now, since we're talking about buying things, now's a good time as any to plug IGN Deals, which keeps tabs on when out-of-stock items are available again, plus tons of discounts and recommendations. And you can follow IGN Deals, one word, on X, Instagram, Facebook, and Blue Sky, or IGN_Deals on TikTok. Get your Switch when you can. And finally, if you're looking to pre-order something that might not be quite as highly in demand, definitely more cute, Pokemon just revealed 8 life-size plushes based on Eevee's evolution form. But they're gonna cost you a pretty penny. Not even a penny, several pennies. Now, while the cute little life-size Eevee is priced at just under 4,000 yen, that's roughly 28 bucks. Its considerably larger evolved forms are 44,000 yen a piece, which is a little over $300. Now, if you want to catch them all, you're looking at around roughly $2,500 before taxes and shipping, which will likely be substantial for 8 plushies the size of Great Danes and one the size of a Pomeranian. Y'all know what the size of a Pomeranian? Those things are huge. Now, we got Jolteon, Vaporeon, and Flareon. They're available for pre-order now on the Japanese Pokemon Center store. And then we got Espeon and Umbreon, which will go up next month, and then Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon will follow in June. Sounds like I'm just saying gobbledygook, but I guess those are actual names of Pokemon. That's why you gotta catch them all. Now, the plushies are expected to ship in November. And that was your fix of gaming news for today. Now, if you want to pre-order something that's a whole lot cheaper than everything else I mentioned today, well, a reminder that IGN Live is coming up and you've only got a few more days to snag early bird tickets before they go up in price. Now, this is our second annual in-person event taking place in downtown LA, June 7th and the 8th. And we'll have celebrity guests, game demos, panels, live tapings of some of your favorite IGN shows, plus tons of chances for you to get your hands on some new stuff. That's right, and a whole lot of awesome giveaways and prizes. That's right, you already know. Now, you can expect to see 2K Sports, Netflix, Arcade 1UP, and many others to show up. The tickets are just 15 bucks for the rest of the month, so head on over to IGN.com and grab yours today. And after you're done with all that, why don't you get your reading done with some of these book specials? Our sister site, Humble Bundle, is running. For just $18, you can get the complete Wheel of Time book series. Our latest bundle includes every volume of the international best-selling The Wheel of Time and connected titles, a groundbreaking epic fantasy series by Robert Jordan and completed by Brendan Sanderson. Or go with the Hellboy Expanded Universe collection. Now, for $18, you get 30+ comics and graphic novels exploring the rich, dark, hilarious, and action-packed world of the demonic superhero Hellboy. Now that you're caught up on today's gaming news, please go check out the Entertainment Fix. And until then, we'll see you tomorrow.